Hi, I'm going to do a review today of a rum I've been looking forward to reviewing. It's the Eldorado Special Reserve 15-year-old rum. Now, I've been sort of getting emails off different people, and a chap called Matt emailed me, and he was telling me that the Eldorado 12-year-old rum was his favourite rum, and that he'd be interested in a 15-year-old Eldorado review. Well, I'd like to actually agree with you, Matt. For 12-year-old Eldorado, I have tried, and it is absolutely amazing, and I do enjoy it. But I'm going to review this one, and this review is for you, Matt, and anybody else out there that would be interested in rum. Eldorado 15-year-old. Eldorado, for a start, means the golden one, and people went in search of Eldorado all those years ago, and when they found this rum in Guyana, they didn't realise at the time, but they had found it. It's been produced in Guyana since the 1600s, and Guyana is on the northern coast of South America. Rum's association with the British Royal Navy started way back in 1677, when the Admiralty decided it was going to give daily rum rations to all of its ratings, and the Port Morant distillery was established in 1732, and they were making such depth of character and flavour in their rums, due to the fact they were making them in wooden pot stills, that the British Navy made the Demerara Rum the rum of choice for its ratings and for the Navy. So if it's good enough for the British Navy, then it's good enough for you and me, I say. By 1880, rums from Guyana were shipped to England, and they were shipped under the name of Demerara Rum. And so if you hear of Demerara Rum, it's from Guyana. And it soon replaced gin as what they called the polite middle class drink. So way back then, they certainly latched onto a good thing. The Diamond Estate on the east bank of the Demerara River is the site of the last remaining rum distillery, which was amalgamated in 1998, and they produce such products as the Eldorado range. And by the end of this review, I know you're going to be going out and getting a bottle. The distillation process is what makes this rum so special. Now, it's a lot into it, and I would say if you were going to want to delve into it deeply, go to the Eldorado website and look on the heritage section, and it will explain, and the stills, it will explain the distillation process. But basically, on a quick layman's go through it, basically the oldest wooden coffee still and pot stills in the world, still operating today, are operating at the Demerara distilleries, and that's what gives these rums such depth of flavour and character, because every time they put a distillation through one of their stills, it imparts flavour. Because it's wood, it takes in flavour from one distillation, and on the next distillation it'll impart flavour. So you end up with a depth of character and flavour and different nuances in taste. So it is a really special, complex rum making process, and like I say, it just adds to it so much. And when you try it, I know you'll agree with it. Eldorado 15-year-old is a blend of rums, and this is what I like about Eldorado, is they give you an age statement. Now, Eldorado 15, you know, with Eldorado, the youngest rum in that bottle is 15 years old. But different blended rums from different stills could be up to 25, even 30 years old. But you're guaranteed that 15-year-old is the youngest rum. Whereas the Solera method, they put different rums of different ages through the barrels of different process and put them through the different types of barrel, and at the end they were statement the oldest rum that was on they went through. But basically there could be, it might say 23 on the bottle, but there could be rums as young as 6 years old in there. Whereas it's a great, I like it. It's getting what you pay for and what it says. The awards, now where to start on awards that this rum has won is just, I just don't know really. The list is as long as your arm. It's won awards from best in class to top 10 in the world to the best rum in the world. It's won so many gold awards, you just as well not bother counting it. It's amazing, you know, it's a hell of an achievement. Demerara's, right, like I say, age statement, so you know where you are. Awards, speaks for itself. Let's get down to a bit of taste and see what we think of that. Now this, one thing I will say is this, that I got this rum in the week and I had a little taste, and it left me absolutely, I went to the bottle 3 times and had 3 more nifters because it is absolutely amazing. Now first of all, if we have a little look, lovely golden sort of ambery colour. The smell, the aroma, it's quite a sweet smell, which is surprising because this is a full-bodied rum, and it's back to the old tradition of rums. It's going back to the old sort of darker, deeper flavoured rum, but it's very sweet to the nose for sure. Smells of orange, peppery, like I say, it just really smells full-bodied and spicy. Wow. I know I always say wow, don't I, but what more can you say? It's so dark and rich. Orange really imparts around the flavour of the orange. You got little chocolatey notes, vanilla, there's peppery, little peppery twangs, oak obviously, because it's done in oak barrels. It's a really full-bodied rum, but the most amazing thing about this rum is it leaves you with a lip-smacking licorice flavour on your mouth when you've and round your tongue, and you take a sip, and it just makes you want to just take another sip, and then you'll have a glass, and then you'll go and have another glass, because it's amazing. Now, what I would say is that this Eldorado 15-year-old rum is the total opposite end of the spectrum to something like Kappa, which is I've told you on my last review, Kappa is my favourite rum. Well, I found a rum that equals it, but on a different level and on a different end of the spectrum. And this is what I like about sipping rums, is that you'll be going along and you'll try different rums and you'll have them and they're nice, and some of them are quite similar to each other, and you go along, then all of a sudden, bam, one comes along which really takes you to an opposite end in a different way, and it's just amazing. So yeah, definitely would buy a bottle of this. You look in, I just picked this bottle up on the Whiskey Exchange for 40 quid, £40. So, bargain. So, buy one and enjoy it. Cheers.